Can you believe that, what, 2.5 years in the making? And we are about to leave the United States here this morning for the foreseeable future on our own boat, on our dream boat.
We did it, baby. You were awake most of the night.
I could not sleep last night.
I think Dixie was even. It's like she knew today was a big day because she was restless all throughout the night.
Yeah, she couldn't sleep either.
I had no problem sleeping. I could sleep 8 more hours.
Alright, well, we've got to get up. We've got to take Dixie for a potty break. And we've got to get off. We got to get off this dock.
Good morning, Laurent.
Every time we embark on a new journey, our hearts flutter with excitement and nervous anticipation. The indescribable feeling is a mixture of hope and fear that can't fully be captured through a camera lens. It's a testament to the power of stepping outside of your comfort zone and into the unknown. Great day of sailing. The weather's looking really nice.
We're just coming out of the channel now, and we will be putting up our sails here momentarily. But yeah, just feeling all kinds of excitement and nervousness. All the feels right now.
All the feels.
I don't know, got an alarm going off, and says it was hot, but I just looked at it a few minutes ago and everything was just fine. So I'm gonna crank it back up and see what we got going on. So 204 degrees, the engine got hot. This one we're running 172, which is what this one was at. So it's not getting water somehow. The engine itself is firing properly. If it was a fuel issue, it wouldn't turn on. Well, Bahamas.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Not today, Satan. Not today. Ah, what a pain. So as you guys have seen, we just got these engines serviced. Actually had a water pump issue where we were losing coolant on the starboard side. So they replaced the water pump under warranty. But now we're having issues with that exact same engine. So it just doesn't make sense. We can still see West Palm Beach. It just doesn't make sense for us to go to the Bahamas and not be confident in our engines. So, well, we're turning around. So I'm on hold right now with Jazz Marine. They had one of their mechanics out servicing a warranty issue with the water pump, which entailed meaning taking a lot of the engine apart. And unfortunately, it seems that the belt's tensioner might have been tightened a little too tight, because 2 hours into our trip, the bolts that hold the belt wheel or tensioner wheel sheared off, which then meant that we did not have our water pump pumping properly, which is why the engine overheated. And then that's why the started getting an alternator signal as well, because it wasn't turning the alternator. So when you don't have a belt working, the engine doesn't work very well. Good morning, everyone. This is day number 2, attempt number 2 of our Bahamas crossing, and it is going awesome. Look at this sunrise.
I think it was a blessing because the water is so flat and it's so beautiful out here and calm. We've got the fire lighting this morning with the sunrise just coming up.
Sunrise is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I'll show you guys right now what that looks like. Anyways, as Emily just said, it is super calm right now, and you can probably tell behind us. But unfortunately, what that means is our motors,
no wind.
Our motors are taking us all the way there, and not our sails. We have 0 wind, and makes for a beautiful morning, but it's loud.
Yeah, calm, easy morning with the motors.
It's loud with the motors. We were really hoping to hoist the sail, the main sail, put out that head sail, and turn those motors off this morning, and it just does not look like that is going to happen. You know, one of the things I'm looking forward to the most about this adventure that we're on is all of the fishing that we'll get to do all over the place. And I'm gonna try and tell you this story without getting emotional. But as a kid, I went on many deep sea fishing trips, a lot of times on party boats out of Port Canaveral or Sebastian Inlet or, you know, the East Coast. But it was always with my stepdad's best friend, Joe. And unfortunately, Joe is no longer with us anymore. He was a product of alcohol abuse. But Joe was always just a fun, great guy to be around, and it's where my passion for boating and going scalloping and fishing, it's what I look back and I see Joe. So, and of course, I'm getting emotional. But it's one of the things that I've just been really excited about with this trip. And hey, lines are in the water. I got 2 more rods put out, but we're gonna catch some big fish along this adventure. Some big wahoo, hopefully catch a few marlin, which is gonna be difficult to do behind the sailboat, but people do it all the time. And I just cannot wait to do that. And yeah, I'm excited. What are you eating for breakfast?
Cereal.
Some cereal? This girl doesn't normally like cereal, but she's eating it this morning.
Low-hanging fruit. Now I'm getting the drone footage off the camera and onto my hard drive. I like to always do that as soon as possible because I'm always so scared. Like, what if the drone goes for a swim on its next flight? Then we would lose all of our footage. So I'm getting that loaded, and I'm just so excited to have the drone footage and give that perspective. I think it really just changes the game when you can see the big picture in the stories. And I always think of my grandmother when I'm storytelling and when I'm editing. She's in her 80s. She's my last grandparent I have alive. and she'll never get to go to these places that we're going to. She'll never get to go diving with sharks or explore the Bahamas, but through our camera gear and our storytelling skills, we can take her and all of you with us there. So that just really sets my soul on fire. And if you would have told me, goodness, years ago when I was in school, that I would go to school for journalism, have a successful TV career, and then turn around and use those skills on a boat with my husband, traveling the world, I would have said you were crazy. So it's just so wild to think about as we're getting ever so closer to getting into the Bahamas that it's all happening. It's real.
Get my workout in for the day. Watch it be like a little bonita. I think this is Wahoo because he took off and he's pulled line 3 different times, and each time he runs back to the boat. So I end up having to get slack in the line. It's important that we try and keep the boat in gear to keep that from happening, so that we don't ever get slack in the line because the fish will come off. But unlike a sport fish, you can't back down on a fish very easily in a catamaran like this. So that's why we use these 50 weight beefy reels and rods. This is an Avid 50 and a Leffler custom made rod by our good friend JR Leffler out of Jupiter. He's coming up. Oh, are you kidding me? We caught a shark.
No way.
Oh,
The first fish.
it's a shark. Boo.
We caught a shark trolling.
We had the shark almost all the way to the boat
He
trying
was at the
to
boat. He
get
saw
it
me.
off,
He
and
saw me eye to eye and he decided to.
as Cole says, he saw him eye to eye and he took a nosedive down. So we're trying to get him back up so we can safely get this shark off of our hook and let him go on his merrily way, because we don't want to catch sharks.
A massive tiger shark.
Oh
On the other
my
side. All right,
goodness.
babe.
There's a massive tiger shark here. Look at
I hope he
that!
doesn't try and eat this shark.
Oh my god. We have arrived at Tiger Beach, ladies and gentlemen.
As of 2011, sharks are now protected in the Bahamas. While some may find shark fishing thrilling, we were disappointed because we're looking to support shark conservation and ecotourism.
Old Bahama Bay, this is Sailing Vessel Adventure Cruise.
Go ahead, Captain.
Sir, what side would we be tying up on?
You staying the night or just custom?
Just customs at this time.
Starboard wall as you come in.
We applied for a cruiser's permit on the Bahamas Click to Clear website before our arrival, so we were hoping the check-in process would be easy. You can't film in the Customs and Immigration office, so we had to leave the camera behind.
Just like that, we have cleared customs and we are headed to our anchorage for the night. First night in the Bahamas.
That's right. Just, it was easy. It was actually a
It
lot
was
easier
so
than,
easy.
yeah, a lot easier than I was
Few
expecting.
papers and that was it.
And it's such a beautiful night out. There's like zero wind. You know, normally we would have pulled in here at West End because there's not a great anchorage and stayed at the marina. But because there's zero wind and it's going to be a really nice night, we decided that we're going to actually pull over here and drop anchor with a couple other boats and save some money.
Woohoo!
For the first time, we're saving money.
In several months.
Oh my gosh.
Our hearts are full and we're so happy to finally be here. Chances are, if you're watching this, you too have a dream for travel. Let us be the example that if you can dream it, you can make it happen. What's scarier than the unknown is looking back and wishing you had tried. Life is short. You just gotta go for it.